Unbreak Marketing. In this episode, I'm talking with Russ Clark about sales enablement and sales plays. How would you spot if enablement was broken in an organization?
Well, it's really talking to the sales leader and just ask them, how efficient are their sellers? Are they spending a lot of time doing administrative work, looking for content, filling out quotes and orders, rather than optimizing the time of doing sales? And do they have everything organized? We've done some sales performance surveys that find out how much time do they spend doing typical tasks in a day or a week. A lot of times we're finding out they're spending way too much time doing things other than selling. That would be the first indication is how productive is your sales team today? How are they able to focus? Hopefully they're data-driven so you can see their conversion rates and what leads are coming in from marketing from the top of the funnel versus what are sales-driven leads and seeing how that balance is going. So those are some leading indicators to show how the sales teams are doing and how marketing is helping them to be successful.
What are some of the costs to both sales and marketing for having this broken?
If you're spending too much time not selling, that immediately impacts the revenue stream. The other cost of not getting supported with the latest content from marketing or the latest skills and knowledge and abilities to have the right valuable conversations with my partners and my customer, it's hard to quantify all those costs, but it's definitely inhibiting the ability to bring more revenue into the company.
Why is this worth solving?
If your machine's not optimized, it's not efficient. And you want to accelerate that process of going from leads to closed wins. And the way you do that is providing the content from marketing and then enabling the sales teams with the right skills, knowledge, and abilities to go and articulate our value and then actually work with customers to get champions within the customer teams to help articulate our value. If we don't know our value really well, it's really hard to pass that baton to our champions at the customers so that they can influence their executives to purchase those solutions and to move forward with the company's products.
It's a higher cost per acquisition because you have more friction in between the lead being handed off and your actual closed sale. If someone wanted to fix this, what are the basic first steps?
I always do what I call a greats and gaps with the sales leaders. So what's going great? And as you go through the deal reviews, are those deal reviews efficient? Are they effective? Do you have a good language? Do you have a good process? Those are some of the things that you're going to find out that are great because those are the fundamentals of sales. You got to talk about what's your potential and what's your actual. But then enablement gets into what are the gaps within the skills, knowledge, and abilities to go through that process? When I'm in the discovery phase, am I getting the right questions and uncovering the pain and the challenges the customers are facing that we can solve? Am I able to manage that conversation? Am I able to manage that process? Then you start listing all these skills that are in discovery, in negotiation, in qualification, in proving value, and then eventually closing the deal. And each one of those phases has unique skills. A lot of times I would say, don't give me the fundamental gaps, give me the challenging gaps, and let's go off and solve them because those are the ones that really change the needle. First is an enablement gap analysis with the sales leaders, and then find out, are they getting the right information from marketing? Are they getting the right information, or are the SCs getting the right information from the product managers? And then are they able to update all that? And is everyone getting the same message? Or do the sales guys say, I've been doing the same deck for the last 5 years. I don't need anything new. I know my customers. I know what they need, and I'll just go up and do that. And they're using maybe not 5 years, but 3 or 4 year old decks that sometimes aren't as efficient. And they're like, yeah, this is my story and I'm comfortable with it. So that's what I'm going with. That's the important thing is, first of all, as an enablement professional, what things are going right and where do we have some gaps and what are some of the challenges they're facing?
Great insight. Thanks again, Russ. Really appreciate you taking the time to explain these things and to show that meshing between marketing and sales that are possible if you have a good enablement leader.